Yes, we're here.
Welcome.
Doing things.
We are.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Hooray. Well, you know, in a previous video, we had discussed the projects that we had finished this year in 2025, or that were earmarked to get finished in 2025. We're committed to like getting through them.
Making it happen.
Making it happen. It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ask the question, what's next? And so I have again, the teapot. This is a teapot episode.
Yes.
I have the teapot, and it has some patterns, some very popular patterns, and we are going to draw them, and then we will discuss if we want to maybe make that pattern, or consider making that pattern.
Mm-hmm.
In this next year.
We can also pass to the other person.
Correct, because a couple of these are already whips.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And
yeah.
this is also a non-binding teapot.
Correct.
So we can talk about them. We can think about them. We don't have to make them.
Nope.
It's okay, because we make what we want.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Yeah.
mostly it's just also a time to talk about some popular patterns.
Sure.
But they are popular patterns from our history of knitting.
Mm.
So some of these were very popular at their time, but they're not necessarily popular now. Some of them are very popular now. Some of them, one particular slip, is more of a concept that has kind of always been popular.
Right.
And we can weigh in on that. So
Mhm.
kind of just an excuse to talk about some various
Popular
patterns.
things.
But maybe also we'll make some of them?
Yeah.
Question mark? We'll see.
We'll see.
So here we go.
All right.
We're opening
Opening
the teapot.
The non-binding teapot.
the non-binding teapot.
What's inside?
Things. Much more evenly cut things because I found my paper cutter. That's always exciting here. All right. So the first one we have is the Love Note sweater. Just Love Note by Tin Can Knits. So this, for anyone who is not familiar, I'm pretty sure is a circular, like, lace yoke sweater.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like a nice, debatably heart-shaped lace motif, and then it is a sweater. I think it was kind of on the early end of things held double with mohair.
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
I might be wrong with that, but I think that was like one of the earlier ones that did that.
I might have to steal this one.
You might have to steal this one? Okay, because I was going to say I'm not particularly fussed. It's a good pattern, but
Because
just kind of...
I am currently fussed by sweaters and also the holding with mohair situation.
Oh, really?
I am intrigued
Yeah? Yeah.
and interested.
Sure. Okay.
As possibly adding this to my pile of things.
Okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
We'll think about it.
Think about it.
Just going to put it in my pile over
There
here.
you go.
So I don't forget. What's next? Stephen West Mkal. The mystery knit-alongs of Stephen West.
Yes. So this is our conceptual one.
Yeah.
Always
Always popular.
Always popular. Always a big
popular.
thing.
Yeah.
Always a very interesting pattern.
Mm-hmm. And technically interesting
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Love that. I haven't actually made a Stephen West MCal before. I have made Stephen West patterns, but not a mystery. That was still a mystery. if
Right.
They were a mystery. I don't know. What do you think? Can you see yourself doing this year?
No.
Me either.
No, I pretty much have come to the conclusion that I am not a fan of mystery anything involving yarn. Like I'm unless it's something really small, like maybe a worsted weight hat. I'm kind of
Not into the mystery.
not into the mystery. And
Yeah.
like I'm not into the mystery of like yarn boxes and like subscription boxes either,
Mhm,
because
mhm.
I have opinions about colorways. Other people can disagree with me, and that's fine, but like if I'm gonna get it, I want to pick the yarn that I want. You know, I want to
There you
pick the
go.
pattern that I want.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, kind of not into the MCal.
All right.
So that's me.
That makes sense.
Do you think you're gonna go with it?
No, I do not.
No, you do
It's
not.
not really my thing.
No, no. Okay, next one. Okay, so this is Find Your Fade by Andrea Mowry. So this was a really, really big pattern for a little while there.
Is this the sweater or the...
It's a shawl.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the shawl. So, I mean, I'm not going to say no, but I am going to say it depends on my scraps. Because I could see me doing this as like a scrappy item, as a scrappy shawl, instead of like a full-on fade. I think this was kind of like the first one where it was like fades. Not that the concept didn't exist before, but like this was, I think, like, again, one of the big, like, first big patterns for it that got like really, really popular. I could see myself doing this as like a scrappy project, but probably not buy-in yarn specifically for it. So that's what I'll say.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't get into it this year, but maybe someday.
Yeah.
Clapo Tea by Kate Gilbert. Wow, what a history.
Right?
A blast from the past on this one. This was all the rage. It was all anybody was knitting. It was all about that drape, all about those drop stitches, all the styles, all the twisted stitches to keep it from being too stretched out on one. Oh, the things people were doing, man. Oh, it's a lovely pattern. I did try it. I have a frogged one in my projects way back. I was thinking about doing a drop stitch pattern this year, but Clapper Tea was not wasn't the one on your list. Not the one I was looking at. So
okay.
I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, I don't know, because it also I'm to the point where I have a lot of like single skeins for some reason. You know, and I'm always kind of looking for something that can be done with like a single skein. So I'll put it in the possibilities.
Okay.
Because, you know, I mean, if there's an interesting thing,
here you go. Put it in the possibilities.
Put it in the possibility list. You know, and certainly if there's drop stitches and things, you've got a lot of opportunity to really show some yarn. Which is certainly where my single skeins would be headed. Right. It's a very like yay yarn kind of a pattern. So yeah, might be possible.
Okay.
Might be possible. Okay. Oh, passing this one to you because one, I can't say it.
Hittifeud Cardigan by Hiroko Fukatsu. This is a whip for me, so hopefully we'll be seeing more of it this coming year. It's one of my many started and not finished sweaters. So,
sweater. And
yes.
So far, I might be wrong, but I feel like most of your sweaters have been pullovers.
Yeah, that one's a cardigan.
Yeah, that one's a cardigan.
Yeah.
And a cardigan is like a completely, I mean, it's not completely different. It's still a sweater.
Right.
But like, it's like a whole other world of sweater.
Yeah, my friend that made one said it was more like a shawl than a sweater.
Yeah.
Like it felt like a shawl, which is nice because I like to make shawls.
And again, this was popular a few years ago, so it seems, I think, like the front, obviously you know better than I do, but it seems like the front is pretty stockinette-y, and then there's like a whole lace back. Right?
Yep.
So, yeah. That you can still, there are still some cardigans coming out like that, but it was kind of a few years ago.
Yeah.
A few years ago. Yeah. It was a big option.
It's, sorry.
No, that's cool.
I actually, like, stopped listening there for a second and my soul left my body because I messed up on this bind off.
Oh,
so
sure,
I have no idea what you just said. There's
okay.
Lace on it.
There's lace on the back. And
there's lace on the front.
Oh, there's lace on the front.
There's lace on the front. Yep, sorry.
Nope, that's fine. I thought that, yeah, it was a stockinette front and a lace back. But apparently it's lace all over. Not like all over.
We'll find out.
But yeah, Stephanie will keep us updated on that.
Okay, now I'm doing this correctly.
Yay!
Gonna do that, and then I do that. Okay. Everything's all right, everybody.
Hooray!
Yeah, that was a near miss. That was a little scary. Whew. Okay. What's in the teapot? Nymphodalia. No,
Yeah, it looks like it should be that, and then it isn't.
Nympholydia by
I think so.
Melinda Vermeer. That's a name I've already said, or you said.
You looked it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this is a really cute shawl. It's 2 colors. It's got like, it's
got
kind
like
of
a
shawl
garter stitch row.
Yeah,
and then
it looks like it could really showcase like a solid and a variegated together.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna keep this out of the darkness here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
possibilities.
It's a possibility for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. It's again, good for those single skeins that you really want to show, because I think it's like a garter stitch row, and then like a garter stitch, but then like a short row panel at the bottom to like give it that like shawliness.
Yes.
But like not a huge short row panel. It's not like crazy. It's just, it's nice. It's a really nice pattern. Again, a few years old when it was popular, but it was really popular there for a bit.
Yeah. Nice.
We probably knew how to say it at one time.
We probably did. I remembered Clapo T.
You did. Yeah. I didn't know it was pronounced that way. Here we go. The Emotional Support Chicken by Annette Corsino.
Yeah.
So I have actually made the Emotional Support Chicken. My child stole him and named him, I'm going to do my best here, Jonathan von Klucksberg the Third Cluckington, or something like that.
Okay.
It's a very long name. But yeah, so I made an Emotional Support Chicken, and then he has been stolen. So I might need another emotional support chicken.
Yeah.
Do you think you need an emotional support chicken?
I could see that happening, maybe. But
yeah, I could see you getting an emotional support chicken for work.
Yes. That would definitely fit into my life.
That would fit into your life,
and also the yarn club at work.
Yes.
So.
And it is shaped garter stitch mostly. So like there again are some short rows and things like that, but
I'm told there is a crochet version
of
said emotional support chicken.
I've been seeing some that are like not the same exact pattern, but like a similar kind of idea where you make a rectangle and then kind of like pyramid bag it.
Okay.
And then just like put a chicken face on it.
Yeah.
So that would probably be a lot less intensive if you're going to make them at work in places where they might not be super secure.
Right.
However, the actual pattern of emotional support chicken is a very solid pattern.
Awesome.
It's very, very cute in the end also.
Yeah. Going for cute. And
it's very cute.
Not terrifying.
No, very cute. And also like reasonably chicken sized.
Okay.
The original pattern is like reasonably chicken sized. So, yeah. It's a fun one.
I feel like that could go over pretty well.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. It got popular for good reasons.
For good reasons.
Good reasons.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What's in the teapot? Sea Glass Tea by Woolen Pine. So, this is actually what inspired me to start working on my favorite adventure, the sweater, called My Favorite Adventure, which is similar but different. Yep. I've been thinking about this, and I could see it.
Yeah?
I could see it.
Now that you've caught the sweater bug?
Now that I've caught the sweater bug.
We should find a different way to say that, because that sounds bad.
The sweater bug?
The sweater bug, yeah.
Until I make a sweater with bugs on it.
I mean, there is a designer who does design, like, bug color patterns. There's one that's like a leaf hopper, and it's got grasshoppers. There's one that's got ants all over it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this one.
So like that is a thing. There are sweaters with bugs on them.
And you've made it.
I've made the sea glass tea. I mean,
sea glass tea.
Yeah, I didn't make the bug sweater.
Right.
I made the sea glass tea. It's good pattern, very good pattern. Since they came out with the tea, they've also made the sweater, which I believe is DK yarn. They've now recently come out with a cardigan pattern.
Okay.
So, like, that's an option, because I know one of the things you didn't like about the sea glass tee originally was that it was a circular yoke.
Right.
And you just
personally
don't
like,
love...
So
it's a really... Yeah, it's a pretty high crew neck. So you could just adjust that and do some short row shaping. Or you could make the cardigan.
Or I can make the cardigan.
Or you can make the cardigan. You know, you could look into that and see how that goes. But again, yeah, Woolen Pine has some really, really nice patterns for scrap sweaters.
Yeah.
They also came out with like a multi, like you take multiple strands of fingering weight and hold them together to get a much larger gauge in a brioche sweater, in a cardigan, I believe. And at least going by the sea glass tee pattern, they do give you guidance on how to select colors as well.
Oh, okay.
So like you're not just
flying blind.
You're not just flying blind.
You're not just loose in a yarn store.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I imagine they would do that also with this new cardigan. Because it is like, I've seen some really, really beautiful versions of it that people have done. They've done like full like ombre sweaters that start out basically white and end up, I think the one that I saw was either like a navy or like a deep teal.
Wow.
That like the whole thing is just a gradient. And there are some that are just like really just like kind of like plays on like warm and cold tones. And but you know, again, Woolen Pine, they have like some amount of color guidance as well, because they're intending this to be a scrappy project.
Nice.
And they're being like, hey, we want you to have a scrappy project. We want you to use all those scraps or advents or small amounts of yarn or wherever those are coming from. But we also want you to have something at the end that you are going to wear and you're going to be happy with.
Right.
So they do, again, from the sea glass tee, provide some guidance on that as well.
Okay.
So that's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So good patterns from what I've seen of them.
Nice.
I also have like a arguably cabled sweater. It's an overall cable, but like there are some sections that are lace instead of just textured stitches. That's a one yarn sweater, so they don't have the color help on that.
Right.
But there are other patterns I assume do. Okay, this one is Ranunculus by Midori Hirose.
Yeah.
Sure. Sorry again for any names. So Ranunculus is one that, again, I think is very big with the mohair. It's a circular cowl, or a circular yoke, I think. And it's kind of a lace sampler. But then it's also really quick, because I think one of the things about Ranunculus that I have not looked at, I don't have the pattern or anything like that, but I think one of the things about Ranunculus is that it gives you guidance to have multiple gauges. Oh. So like, here's a general pattern, but now if you want to make this like really, really fine and use like a fingering weight yarn on size 3s, I think that's an option in the pattern, or it might just be that some people I know who have made it have done that. But I think it's intended to be like maybe a fingering or a DK held double with mohair on like 9s or 10s. So very, very quick and very, very fuzzy.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, it's really nice.
People look
finished
pleased
result.
with them.
People are really like them. People do really like them. I don't think it's the sweater for me, because I don't super love a lot of lace, and I don't really love circular yokes. They fit my shoulders a little weird.
Okay.
And everyone wears their clothes a little bit differently, so like that's not going to be a problem for everyone, but they're not my favorite. Now it could also be that the Ranunculus has enough positive ease that that's not really an issue, but at the same time,
you just don't love it.
Yeah, I don't love it.
You can just not love it.
Yep. So I think I'm not going to do Ranunculus.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Beekeeper's Quilt by Tiny Owl Knits.
Yes.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
So
put that in your pile.
Yep, it's going in there
It's
because This is a whip. It's been a whip for many years. It's going to continue to be a whip for many years. And as I was putting things in the teapot, I was like, oh, I had a thought. So here's my thought. And because we now have a YouTube channel, this is going to be like a whole year from now's thought. Because I do really like watching Advent videos. However, I don't love the mystery, as we have previously discussed.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't think an Advent is the right thing for me to buy, but I do like the concept of Advent videos, Advent yarns, Advent projects.
Okay.
So, I think, because also, like, my Hexie Puffs are really big.
Mm-hmm.
I do them on, still with the fingering weight yarn, but on size 4s. So, they're quite large. They probably end up being 5 inches. Like across the diameter.
They're good for tossing.
They're
like,
good for tossing, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking maybe there might be something where like I work on them throughout the year and then like I attach 24 throughout December or something like that. And use like the Beekeeper, the Hexie Puffs as like an Advent.
Okay.
You know, or like maybe I get, I don't know, maybe a cat or something to pick which Hexie Puff goes next.
Yeah.
And then put that in.
I like
figure out where that goes, you know.
I'm sure the cats would like it too.
I'm sure the cats would have all sorts of ideas about that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. So, I mean, that's definitely going to get worked on. It's not going to get finished because is a beekeeper's quilt ever really finished? No, you can always add more Hexie Puffs to it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely going to be something that gets worked on. Okay. No Frills by Petite Knit.
Oh, that's the little thingy, right?
No.
No. What is it?
The little thingy is Sophie Scarf.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No Frills is a sweater.
Oh,
and
no frills.
With no frills. It is just a basic sweater. It is like
sweater.
The basic sweater.
Yep.
And she has a couple very similar sweaters. There's like the no frills sweater, the Monday sweater, I think maybe a September sweater that are all pretty similar. But they're just kind of basic sweaters, which, you know,
great.
Extremely wearable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you knit things that are gorgeous yarns and gorgeous colors, and then you try to like actually wear them, and it's like,
wow,
I have to be an adult and go to the bank, and maybe the people at the bank or the people in my venture capitalist meeting, which neither of us are venture capitalists, so we have absolutely no idea what you would wear to a venture capitalist meeting, but maybe the people at the venture capitalist meeting are not going to be amused by the halibut sweater, even though they should be.
Yes.
But definitely no frills sweater. You can wear it every day. I mean, probably shouldn't wear it every day. You want to give wool time to breathe and like
not
be smelly. But like you could wear it any day.
Mm-hmm.
Dress it up, dress it down. Extremely wearable.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one to have like in the back pocket.
Sure.
Because sometimes you do just need a regular old sweater. Yeah. Sometimes you just need some mindless knitting. Now, is it mindless knitting? Do I have the pattern? No. But it seems like it would be, because the intent is for you to make something, you know, timeless and classic and no frills and very something that's going to have like a lot of longevity for wearing.
Right. Not so tied to a style.
Right. Like the halibut sweater.
It's timeless.
I have a feeling in 20 years somebody's going to pull the halibut sweater out of a chest somewhere and people are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, you remember this?" Love the halibut sweater, but it's definitely like a thing.
The Sophie scarf by
That's
Petite Knit.
The one.
That's the little one. The little scarf. It's a little wee thing.
It's a little wee thing.
It is.
It is, but you just said it's a little wee thing.
It is.
And that's a very cute thing to say. It is.
I can't picture myself making this for myself.
No.
But I could see making it for somebody else.
Yes.
As a gift.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to rule it out.
Right. And I feel like it's also a really good option, again, for those special skeins.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Which then might not make it a gift, because you don't always want to give away those special skeins.
True.
But maybe there's, you know, a yarn that you got on a trip, but like it wasn't the best yarn that you got on that trip, and now it just needs a home, and someone needs a thing.
All right, fair enough. I'll put it in the possibilities.
It's possibilities. I think it's always a possibility for everyone.
True.
Because it is, again, just like a really nice, versatile, timeless, fits with everything. Petite knit is really great at that. Kind of pattern. I realized there was no actual noun in that phrase, so I had to put one in. Musselburgh. Again, very similar kind of thing. We've got, basically the big tube that you fold in half and it turns into a hat. So Musselburgh by Isolde Teague. That's always a possibility. Again, you get a nice yarn and you're like, I just want to knit. Well, and then
isn't this a pattern where the gauge is really written into it, like different ways?
Yeah, so you start at the crown and you do your increases, and then once you get to a certain size, you pick your yarn and needles based off of vibes, I guess. And by I guess I mean it depends on what you're doing, right? So like you can knit a Musselburgh, and most of them seem to be fairly tightly knit fingering weight hats. However, you can also knit it out of Rasta, because yes, it's got this great big chart. You're paying for the math because the math is there, and it says if your gauge was this and you're looking for this size hat to fit this size head, you need to increase to this many stitches. You need to knit for this length. You need to knit for this many inches. So it's basically, I'm pretty sure it might just start at child and not like babies, but it might actually include infant sizes as well.
Okay.
And go all the way to an adult large. So like really any yarn, any gauge, and it tells you like stitch counts for this is your gauge, this is the size you want, these are your stitches.
That's pretty handy.
So yeah, the math is there.
You're paying for the math.
You're paying for the math. Sense. If you're afraid of math, it's a great pattern because it tells you what to do.
Or if you just want a mindless time.
And I think that's kind of where it's really found its hold. But yeah, it is really good because like, again, particularly with hand spun, sometimes you start with a certain weight in mind and that's just not what the wool does. Or sometimes you're trying a new technique and it ends up being thicker than you want and you're like, man, now I can't use this in whatever. You're not really sure how to tell, is it a DK, is it a worsted, is it an Aran? Hopefully maybe if you're spinning yarn, you know the difference between DK and Aran on site. But
but then you ply and
it goes crazy
and it blooms,
right?
And well,
it's like that is not I mean like that's
yarn, baby.
That's yarn, exactly. That's yarn. And like you can always make a Musselburgh out of it.
There you go.
You can always make a Musselburgh.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
And they're very, very warm too because they're doubled.
Yeah.
So that's always good.
Hitchhiker by Martina Bem. So, I've never made a hitchhiker.
What?
Did I?
I don't know. But everybody made a hitchhiker.
I thought I did. I think I cast one on, and then I ended up making something else out of that same yarn.
That's fair.
I mean, hitchhikers are lovely.
They are.
And they're so versatile. Like, they look good. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I made a hitchhiker.
Okay.
It was great. It was lovely. I have some other of her patterns that I have gotten over the years, and I think I would do her new patterns before I went back to a hitchhiker. But I would not be opposed if we decided we needed to do a thing and do hitchhikers together or something. I would not be opposed to doing a hitchhiker.
We could have a Martina Bem along.
We could have a Martina Bem along because she has all sorts of great shawls. They're pretty much, I don't know. Lots of them are asymmetrical triangles. So that is what you're getting. But
so I'm passing this to you.
Okay.
To search for the one.
The one?
Not a hitchhiker. The one that we could do. Or two.
I mean, I have the whole so she made like a bundle of Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy inspired shawls. So it's Hitchhiker, it's Trillion, it's Magrathea. There's another one that I don't remember.
I think I made that one.
Magrathea?
No,
Trillion.
the one you can't remember.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So that's like a whole bundle. I have those.
Mhm.
And then I also got some newer ones that are
Different?
more differenter.
Okay.
That are not necessarily inspired by
Yeah.
Douglas Adams.
Yeah.
So I have several options there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Have you gone through the books?
Not lately. It's been a long time.
Because I feel like...
Like, have I read the books? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that could
I've
be...
read The Hitchhiker's
Because,
Guide.
I mean, like, there's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie. And it's a good
Yes.
movie. But it's a movie. And it's roughly, I'm going to say roughly around 90 minutes. 90 to 100 minutes.
Okay.
That's not a shawl.
No.
However, we could shawl book along.
We could shawl book along.
We could shawl book along.
That would be fun.
Right? So that might be a thing.
Okay.
That might be a thing. I mean, when I say shawl book along, I'm saying audiobooks.
Right.
I think you could hitchhiker while you're actually reading, but like,
yeah,
I don't want to pressure.
Right. No, I'm an audiobook friend.
Audiobooks
so,
are good.
yeah.
Yeah. So, interesting thoughts. Okay, here we go. Next one. Ingrid by Petite Knit.
Beautiful pattern.
This one was popular a year or so ago.
Okay.
Really, really good pattern. This one is, there's a particular style. It is a particular style, kind of like, Argyle is a particular style. The Faros shawls are a particular style.
Mm-hmm.
Fair Isle is a particular style. And it's like specific to like a region of the British Isles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's like horizontal sections of texture.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a thing
Mm-hmm.
for a region of the British Isles. So this is one of those. It is really pretty, you know, like you do a little section of ribbing and then you do a little section of
something.
To me, they look like trees. I don't think they're meant to be trees, but they're like triangular texture.
Tree type.
They look like trees to me. It's a really, really pretty sweater. I like the concept. I do not like wearing horizontal stripes.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a sweater for me.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a sweater for someone else, though. I would not be opposed to knitting it for someone else. I just don't think I would wear it because I don't like horizontal stripes.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Anybody left?
I think there's a couple
I
in
think
there.
there's one more.
One more? Yep, that's the last one.
One more. Last one is The Fish Lips Kiss Heel by Socks Therapist.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've done this.
Probably.
In a sock.
So this is
I made a lot of socks.
Yeah, this is just a heel pattern.
Yep.
That you can put in on any sock, or if you are just doing a sock, because you just pick up needles and start doing a sock, you could probably do a Fish Lips Kiss heel. I think it is specifically top down though. I don't exactly know.
I don't remember.
It's been a minute since I've looked at it. But it is a heel. It is just a heel, it's not a sock.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm not opposed to trying it, but like I'm also not super bothered. I'm kind of in a sock hiatus. So like,
well, you made a lot of socks.
I made a lot of socks. Well, I made a lot of socks 2 years ago.
Right.
This
not
year,
this past year.
not in 25, but in 24, I made, I think, 24 socks.
A multitude of socks.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Plethora,
so like, kind of good for socks right now. But I also have a lot of sock patterns because when I was very sock heavy, I bought a lot of sock patterns. I think altogether I have about 300. So that, and you know,
yeah.
So I did this thing on Ravelry where once I had knit the pattern, I hid it from my searches because I didn't want to, you know, knit the same thing twice. Gosh, how terrible. So I don't necessarily know how many socks I have. I don't necessarily know how many patterns I have because I've hidden the patterns.
Gotcha.
So like they don't come up in my searches.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's about 300. I have about 300 sock patterns.
Okay.
So Fish Lips Kiss heel is great. I know there are some people who love it because it fits so nicely. I have full patterns and I have a lot of them and they probably won't ever get knit, but in the event that I wanted to knit socks, I'm good for patterns.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So we made it through these popular patterns.
We made it through the popular patterns.
And
We
we've
have
got-
ideas. We've
got
got
ideas.
Yeah.
We've got some things to think about.
Yeah.
And
good options. But again, not bound to any of them.
Mhm.
So, yeah, if there are any patterns that you thought sounded particularly interesting, let us know what they were. If there's anything that you're thinking about for this next year, let us know that as well.
If you've made any of these patterns, leave us some tips. Maybe there's something we don't know.
Maybe there's like a whole way to, I don't know, turn Ingrid on its end so that way they're vertical stripes instead. I don't know. Like, that's the only one that I can think of that I have like a particular stylistic issue with because it's just not my style.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The others I think are just like, don't feel like knitting that right now. But, yeah.
Well, something to think about.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Cool.
I made it to the end of my bind off.
Yay!
And I have 2 stitches left. And I know when you have 2 stitches left, you do something different.
You do something different.
So
So you're going to have to think about that.
I am.
Yeah.
Yep. But then it's on. So, all right. Well, thanks for doing this with us.
Hooray!
Thanks for having a teapot episode.
Yay!
A non-binding teapot episode.
Non-binding teapot. Except
And-
it was binding because she did her bind off.
Hey! All right. Fair enough. Yes.
But the teapot wasn't binding.
Yes.
We're not like committing to these patterns.
Right. We're just talking about fun patterns.
Just talking about patterns. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
All right.
hooray!
Well, we'll see you next
See
time.
you later.